Hello, it's Easter season and we're excited to share this recipe on fish rolls for you for your enjoyment during this season. So here I am using Titus fish to make my filling for my fish roll. I hope you enjoy it. So here are my ingredients. I have my margarine, I have my sugar, baking powder, I have my salt, the shredded Titus fish, which I told you about, the onions, I have my pepper, egg, and I have my flour. So let's get ready to make it. So we have oil. Add a little oil to your frying pan. You let it simmer, let the oil just make it hot a bit. After that, you pour in your onions. Let the onions fry up, but don't let it burn and don't let it dry out. Just fry it a bit. Once you're satisfied with your results, you add your Titus fish to it. So here we have our Titus fish. Remember this Titus fish, I already boiled it, I seasoned it, then I shredded it. So I'm adding my Titus fish to the onions that I'm frying. Just let it fry up a bit. The essence of frying this fish is just, I don't want it to have that raw, there's this Titus feel, there's this Titus scent, so I just don't want it to have that. So I'm just frying it up a bit. So add pepper to your taste. Pepper is optional if you don't want it to be peppery, but you know in Nigeria we love everything pepperish. So I'm adding just a little pepper, then I'm adding my seasoning powder to it just to give it a bit of taste. So now I have my filling is ready, is not burnt, and is just right for my fish roll. So are we ready? Let's dig in. Now let's do our dough. I have my flour. Remember the recipe for this is in the description box below. You can just check it. I have my flour. I had in my margarine. So I rub it in. I mix it in until it becomes like fine grains. I'm adding my baking powder. That's my sugar. Adding my salt to it. My eggs. I have 2 eggs there. So just keep mixing. Now I'm adding water, but remember the water I might not really give you the measurement. Just keep adding water till you have a smooth dough. Your dough must not be too watery and it must not be too stiff. So here after that, you just roll your dough in a wrap, a plastic wrap. You leave it to rest for 15 minutes, then we are ready to roll. Now remember to dust your table with flour, else it will stick to the table. So you keep rolling. Roll as thin as possible, because when it gets into the frying pan, once you are frying, it rises and you don't want it to be too bulky. So just try and roll as thin as possible. Add your fish in between and roll. I love this fish roll because it's easy to make for every home. You don't need an oven, you don't need anything, and it's crunchy, it's delicious, and super for every family. Every family loves it. So that's my egg. You put at the edge just to seal it up. If you don't do this process, you might have your fish roll opening up in the frying pan. I have everything ready for frying. So that's my batch of rolls ready to go into the hot oil. Yeah, so put your oil on fire. I'm putting that's onions, just to check the temperature of the oil. I add my fish rolls to it. Now the secret of getting a good crispy golden brown is you don't add too much fire. You don't fry at a very hot temperature, else it will brown up on time and you won't it won't the fish roll won't fry into it. So you just fry on a low heat so it doesn't get burnt on time and you have a all-round fried fish roll. So just keep frying, 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 and there you have it. Lovely golden crispy fish rolls ready for consumption. Enjoy. We all loved it. Thank